is when Sharad Pawar said that Shiv Sena MLAs did not rebel to make Eknath Shinde as Deputy CM of Maharashtra. They wanted Eknath Shinde as Chief Minister of Maharashtra. It's quite interesting because, maybe it is the master politician that Mr. Pawar is. There seems to be acceptance of what has really gone down.
Look, Sharad Pawar has no love lost for Devendra Fadnavis. Devendra Fadnavis was the person, when he was Chief Minister, there were cases that were filed against Mr. Pawar, and you will recall Mr. Pawar had to appear before the Enforcement Directorate. Cases were filed against Ajit Pawar, and Mr. Sharad Pawar has always believed that Devendra Fadnavis was trying to finish off the NCP. A number of NCP leaders ahead of the 2019 elections switched over to the BJP. So in a way, Devendra Fadnavis, now Deputy Chief Minister, which is being interpreted here in Mumbai as a downsizing. However, the BJP now will pitch this. The fact is, on the ground in Mumbai, political observers are seeing this as a downsizing of Devendra Fadnavis. To make him Deputy Chief Minister after having 106 BJP MLAs in a government led by Eknath Shinde, who has 39 Sena MLAs, is being seen in some form as a very unusual arrangement. Because surely there was no pressure on the BJP not to make Fadnavis the Chief Minister. Why did the Fadnavis experiment collapse in 2019 November? Because at that stage, it was the Shiv Sena led by Uddhav Thackeray which was saying, we want power sharing, 2.5 years each. And that was unacceptable to the BJP in November of 2019. So what was unacceptable in 2019 to make a Shiv Sainik a Chief Minister becomes acceptable in June of 2022. What's changed? The only thing that has changed is that I think the BJP believes that they had to end this Maha Vikas Aghadi experiment, bring down this government, and then capture the political space of the Shiv Sena. That's the agenda. And therefore, Eknath Shinde becomes the Chief Minister. He is the face of this Sena rebellion, but the puppeteers are in Delhi. This plan may have been executed in Mumbai, but has been planned in Delhi by the BJP leadership. And they seem to believe that Devendra Fadnavis as Deputy Chief Minister, in a sense, can be a check on Eknath Shinde, but at the same time, the BJP wants to first finish off the Shiv Sena Thackeray. That's their first objective. That's what Eknath Shinde will be used for in the months ahead.
But, stay on with me, Rajdeep. I'll quickly cut across back to Shazia Almi. We also have Supriya Shrinesh. Shazia, that's the question. 2.5 years ago, the reason why Uddhav Thackeray, Shiv Sena at that point of time walked out of your alliance was on the basis of the 2.5 year of power sharing. Nothing's quite changed this time around. What's changed? You could have done the same thing 2.5 years ago.
Not really. Things have changed drastically. And who would know that Shiv Sena would actually join hands with Congress and Sharad Pawar and NCP, the sworn enemies. I mean, they actually fought, and if you see, not being together at the corporation elections, but fighting Vidhan Sabha together is very different. And going to the people and seeking our mandate and getting the mandate from the people on the basis of an alliance which is with the BJP, and then going back on it. And BJP emerging as the single largest party with an already existing alliance, pre-poll alliance with Shiv Sena, and then Shiv Sena backing out and creating just a unique, unholy alliance ideologically and in every other sense of the word, just to be in power. Only thanks to Uddhav Thackeray and the Shiv Seniks now, we can call them rebel, you can call them the real. It depends on which perspective it is. Rajdeep's, yours, mine, whoever, Maharashtra citizens. So different people, different perspectives, different strokes for different folks. But the fact of the matter is that the MLAs themselves felt that it was untenable. They could not carry on. And 2.5 years later, they decided they don't want to carry on. And now it is Devendra Fadnavis. You can call it downsizing, upsizing, deputy CM. But the fact of the matter is that the Aghadi is gone, and that we have respected Shiv Sena with lesser seats and have ensured that the CM of Shiv Sena stays. having had many
Aghadi
more seats than them.
But they wouldn't have been
So
the
that
question,
says,
right?
that
Okay.
says a lot. This
Okay.
is generosity of spirit and magnanimity of spirit.
All right,
In
but
every sense of the term.
the Maha
And people
Vikas
will
Aghadi,
recognize that.
right? Okay.